All right, I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
I'm Jeffrey. We're talking about grown ass,
High school
people.
kids.
Grown ass
Grown
men
ass.
playing kids.
Well, that one kid's like 9 feet tall too.
they both of the
Oh, really?
boys are.
Oh, okay.
I guess
Except for the one that's perpetually going to be short
I
forever.
guess he's got some sort of disease or something. Like in real life, like he's
Oh.
got something that stunts. Like he's not able to like ride a bike or something like that. So like every
He's
time,
not that short, is he?
no, he grew up some, but
Yeah, okay.
there's something I can't. I saw something that he's got something that. Like even on all the bike scenes and stuff, they had a stunt double just because he can't really
Oh, no kidding.
ride a bike and stuff. So
He's actually one of the decent actors on the show too.
Which one is he?
Dustin,
the chunky or
the chunky curly-haired kid.
Oh, the weird looking kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that looks like he could belong in Goonies.
The last season I saw, he was still proportionate with the other children. Although that,
Yeah, the other kids all grew up and
Right.
beat trees and stuff.
well, yeah, because they have like credit scores and shit now.
Well, also I
It's-
think they're all over. They might be like 6 foot something.
Well, that one kid's like fucking Ichabod Crane. Man. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's skinny as fuck, and he's got the biggest nose.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
an actor in a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
that dude.
Yeah. So-
Well, he's like the main kid, right?
No, he's one of them. There's like it's kind of split between three people. So I mean, he's one of those three.
Okay.
So yeah, the other one, the
He-
first kid who went in the upside down.
Yeah.
Will.
He's the main kid that
Yeah.
has no powers,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
no
Right.
real abilities.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
he just likes L.
And the other two have powers, sort of.
Well,
Well, he doesn't though.
That-
That's
that
how the
kid does
story
not.
ended, right?
which one?
Wasn't that the whole penultimate episode of he doesn't really like her, does he?
He likes her.
Well, which one is queer?
Oh, that's Will.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that's
yeah.
the one that got
Yeah.
slurped into it.
There you go. That's,
He slipped
uh,
into the void.
yeah, that's the show, but yeah.
So yeah, and now they're saying that the redhead girl
Mm.
is going to be Jean
Matt.
Grey.
It's gonna be what?
Jean Grey
Well,
Oh.
in the X-Men coming up.
I don't even remember. Wait, which character did you
She's the
play?
girl that skateboards and
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does she look different now?
Not really.
Oh, so they just
I mean, she's older, but she still looked like, I don't know. Maybe they did a good job making her look like a kid still.
yeah, right.
She
No,
just-
it's well, it's casting. You know exactly how it is. You don't want pretty actresses. It's just it is what it is.
Well, I mean, and they picked them all when they were kids. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
you don't know what
you're
they're
rolling
doing.
the dice on that, man.
No. If you're talking about for playing in the X-Men,
Oh yeah.
Why don't you want pretty people?
but you're not talking to me. I'm not the one doing the hiring. That would be a very like easy distinction, unless she looks like an actual like woman at this point in terms of like
Well, they could be making her like a teenager still. Or
Well,
something.
they're still
Please.
putting her in baggy clothes and flannels, right? Yeah.
I suppose, but I don't know,
Jean's
man.
supposed to be tall.
She's not tall.
She's definitely not.
Yeah, she's not tall.
So that's my biggest thing. She's fine and all that stuff, but I'm just like, yeah, you don't really capture Jean. But
I don't. That's not how that works.
hey,
They
they're
don't
giving
care.
they're giving Cyclops his regular uniform.
Wait, were you talking? Oh, hold on. Are you where? What aspect of this are you talking about in terms of like the new movie or like
Yeah, the
what?
new movie's coming out.
Okay.
Because I
Right.
hear she's supposed to be Jean and is going to be in the Spider-Man movie, and then the old Cyclops is going to be in Doomsday,
Mm.
and he gets the blue uniform.
I can't. Oh, I can't. I feel like
Are
I
they
missed it.
making this?
Oh yeah,
That-
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Spider-Man comes out like next July.
Okay.
and then Doomsday is at
So those are already in production.
the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, they've already released like 10-second trailers or 15-second trailers or something like that for Doomsday.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to actually see this one, but man, like,
What?
this.
Don't worry, I'm not.
You don't see anything.
No.
This is
Yeah. I got a great streak going.
yeah, fucking undefeated since like 2009.
Yeah.
It's
Well, whenever Jurassic Park 2 was. Where I get
fucking-
the second Jurassic. Oh, no, it was the second new Star Wars.
It's been a while.
It's
Yeah,
been
it's
a
been a
minute.
while, yeah,
2018? Yeah, I'm about a 10-year streak.
yeah,
I'm going to make it 10 years.
you're the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world right now. So it's nothing there. But this is, at least to me, this is technically the wrap up point of all the mayhem that they created before they actually
The clean house to rebuild.
exactly. Yeah. So if there's any lingering threads, then to see that kind of wiped out, and maybe they've actually taken a step from this because it doesn't look like any of the fucking crap they put out in the past 5 years or so. So maybe it's finally a sign that they actually learned from their mistakes. And I'm willing to grant them that, especially given that I did look at the trailers. I'm like, yeah, I don't see any of the shit that you all had in the other movies. So you guys either could be doing sort of like a no-fault admission of guilt and moving on, or you're hiding shit from the public and you have something absolutely stupid up your sleeve. So we'll see.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, of course it's a product, dude. Of course you're.
But this is like mega product. This isn't just product. This ain't just throwing out thunderbolts or something. This is. I think that from everything I hear, it's even going to have the scene where Doom like rips the skeleton out of Thanos.
That's retarded.
No pleasing this guy.
Why would you do that?
It's a kick-ass scene, man. It's one of the coolest things out of the comic book.
In the context upon which it happened, sure.
Yeah, I think they're pulling directly from it.
All right, so I guess I would put it this way: is if you spent in the previous situation where you'd spent roughly 15 movies or so setting up your villain, right? Which they did. They have spent exactly no movies setting up Doctor Doom thus far.
Right.
And so what you're going to do is you're going to take your last series as villain, right? Introduce that character in the new version and say, all right, I understand we told you this guy was a tough guy for all these movies. Watch us go ahead and split him in half in 2 seconds because it makes our new guy look tough.
Yeah.
I hate that. Everybody actually hates that.
I'm ready. I am so pumped.
There's a specific term for that. That's what makes you a jobber.
Well, job me up.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, that's the
But
trick.
then I also hear there might be King Thanos in there. Like, it just might be insane. So.
Who's the King Thanos?
I never even read the book. All I've seen is pictures, and he's got this like kick-ass helmet. And he's got like a old beard kind of thing. I'm ready. A year is way too far down the road
You said summer, though, right?
for the Spider-Man.
Oh, so this one's a little ways out.
It's the
It's
end
Christmas?
of the year.
Oh,
A Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's a long way out.
All we had this year was Avatar for Christmas movies, right?
Pretty much.
I guess there
Do they
was other
still do
stuff
that?
out.
Do they still do like a big Christmas release every year?
I was there at Christmas.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they used to. Like, so if you remember, the Star Wars were always like Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They stopped making those.
Good.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna get money anyway.
But that was one of the big Christmas things that you'd expect to see.
Yeah, you're right.
But there were others. I think
There were some other movies.
I'm pretty sure that the original like Lord of the Rings was around Christmas too.
It might have been.
Yeah, in fact, I guarantee it because that's when my dad was sick.
I can't remember.
You don't even want to go see the Odyssey?
What is the Odyssey?
It's
By
a book that Homer wrote.
Oh, no, I've read the book. It's fine.
oh, it's directed by
James Gunn.
No, Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
Maybe.
It's supposed to be his epic movie
Epic
that he's ever
okay.
made. So
Well,
I don't know. I watched Ridley Scott's last epic movie. I wasn't too terribly
was
impressed.
that the war one or
The
something?
Napoleon one?
Napoleon.
It's terrible.
he's old, man. He's
Joaquin Phoenix is old.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Did you ever see Oppenheimer?
no, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
Yeah. I kind of know how that one ends too.
well,
So when's the Odyssey supposed to come out?
like summer.
Maybe. We'll see. I could break my streak with the Odyssey. I don't know.
My daughter definitely will want to go see it.
Yeah?
Really?
There's
They just read the book?
there's like a music there's a whole bunch of songs that have animations to it called Epic, the musical, and she's like got all the songs memorized, so she knows all the Odyssey. She knows all the gods from it and all this kind of stuff. So she
Well,
is geared up and ready.
that's why. Okay, well, because there's already a movie about that.
About the Odyssey?
Yeah,
It's
Well,
older.
it's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I mean, it's
That's not
Oh,
gonna,
yeah, that's not the same.
that ain't gonna
Yeah.
look like the
There's
Odyssey.
there's decidedly fewer spears in that one.
There are no
Wait.
way she's going to connect that to the Odyssey.
It took me a while to connect those two. So I had to have other people tell me that.
I actually
before was
didn't
kind of
even
like,
know
wait
that
a
right
minute.
now.
Okay.
well.
So
I agree. So when I first started watching it, yeah, I was. Maybe I thought there was something going on. I didn't know what.
Now I kind of want to watch it again.
You know what?
that's Coen Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a bad movie. In fact, it
No,
has
that's-
some
It's
It's
fine.
fine.
I just never even.
really enjoyable lines in it. This
Y'all's miscegenated.
I just never in a million years put
Yeah.
the Odyssey
I'm
with
a
it.
Dapper Dan man.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the Cyclops, and he's actually got the eye patch
Yeah,
on. And,
once you see it, it's kind of like, oh, okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
yeah, it's all there.
Wow.
It's all there. It's
There's no way my 10-year-old
I
daughter's
was
going
gonna say,
to find
would
that.
she? I would wonder if she actually took a look at that. And said, okay, I can see the sort of modern retelling, but I mean, you're telling this through a period. I think it's set to take place in what, like 1933, something like that.
It's Depression South.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a specific year. It's in there. It's a
Well,
time.
No, he's not a
It's
specific.
a time.
He
Yeah.
didn't even say the 30s or
Yeah,
anything. He's
no,
like
yeah, you got to pin down to the right on the
33.
button.
Well,
The coin one of the guys flipped said 33.
Oh,
so
okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it
you
was
totally
definitely
remember that.
printed
That's
then.
look, some movies are on they're very on the nose about that kind of stuff. Back to the Future is very specific, but it's
They make that specific.
time is kind of a
It's very
theme in
Yeah,
movie.
that was vitally important.
like they flash it on the screen.
Right.
It's got he points out, it's like, this is the present, this is the past, this is the last known. Take note of this because we'll show this during the movie. Okay.
Well, I didn't even notice. Like, I saw one of the clips later on that showed because when they get there, they crash into a tree or something like that in the parking lot of the mall.
Oh, the Lone Pine Mall.
It
Yeah.
was two trees, and that's why it went to.
It's genius.
Yeah, I was like,
it's actually,
oh man, look at you guys.
this is why I actually hold it in the pantheon of actual like perfect movies. There is no part that's boring. It doesn't take itself that seriously, but seriously enough where it's not just a joke. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws, and everybody has merits. It's absolutely amazing, and it wraps up in a very clean runtime. It wastes none of your time. It doesn't linger on things. It doesn't sit there and just say like, the 50s, isn't this enjoyable? Or just take leisurely strolls. It's like, I got story to tell, and I'm going to go through here, here, and here, man. So I respect the hell out of the movie. I don't even like the 2 and 3, they're good. They're not like the first one in terms of being perfect, but they're still good.
Oh man, I haven't seen 3 in probably 20 years.
I have no. I know I've seen it, but it's not impressed.
I don't think it's as fun as the other ones. I just don't. Because I don't.
Well, it goes by Clint Eastwood, isn't it? It's pretty good.
I appreciate that now. I didn't as a kid. Like I got the joke, but I was like, why is this funny? But it's also
pretty funny, yeah.
it also has that running motif of him actually, doing the Clint Eastwood thing in the second movie and then
Yep.
carrying it through to the third. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. But it's just I don't know. I just don't think it's as it's not as tight as the last one. I don't love the conclusion. It's all right, but eh,
Yeah, I haven't seen a Back to the Future in forever.
It's been a minute.
they're around. I mean, you can see
Well, they're
it if you want to,
around. Yeah,
I don't know which.
a streaming service to be
Yeah,
able to watch stuff. Yeah, I have to Google
Absolutely
a
pathetic.
lot of
Yeah, I
stuff
know.
to try
I
and
know.
find out where to watch it.
Now that I have normal TV, I gave up. So if it ain't on Amazon, it doesn't get watched. So
Gotcha.
And like a schmuck, I have to watch it with commercials now too. I
why?
am not going to pay extra for Amazon bonus to not watch the movies without commercials now, man. That is,
You have to pay extra?
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's not just Prime. You have to play Prime Plus or whatever. It's its own additional subscription service. Now I guess you're paying it because
If you don't have commercials.
Well, I mean, I rent them, so they don't have commercials if you rent them.
well,
gotcha.
no.
Oh,
But if you
okay.
actually go into the Prime pile, like
Yeah, if you watch a Prime like Reacher.
Oh no, fuck that menu.
Like when you watch Reacher, you'd have commercials.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the third season, so I watched the second season. That one didn't have commercials.
That was before the
It
commercial.
was before the thing. There was a couple last few things that I saw on Prime. That was one. What's the other one that's got Alan? What's his name? Richson?
Alan Rickman.
No,
that's
Oh yeah.
yeah. That's
it's like Richson or something like that.
Bottle. She's been fenced up.
Right.
Huh?
Nicholas.
No, that one where they're British
Henry
commandos.
Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one was really good.
What was it?
It's called
something about fighting dirty or something
the
like
Ministry of
Yeah,
Untimely
yeah.
Warfare. It's just a fun shoot all the Nazis movie.
Oh, okay.
It's actually really fun.
that. It is.
Yeah.
It's just good entertainment.
That guy doesn't. Well, I mean, he shoots a lot of people, but his preferred method is to bow and arrow them.
Right.
Does this take place in World
Oh
War
yeah,
II?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Do they acknowledge that he looks like B.J. Blazkowicz from the Wolfenstein 3D?
he plays a Dane, and he speaks like a Dane.
Okay.
So no,
Because why wouldn't you?
right. So yeah, no, it's him and like 3 or 4 very British guys.
Okay.
So he's kind of the man mountain that runs around
Yeah,
with them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not just him?
No, it's a bunch of guys.
Henry Cavill. And,
Henry Cavill's in it.
He's in that too?
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, should have watched
He's
it.
skinny.
It is.
He's skinny in it too. So
Yeah, I did see the Mission Impossible he was in where he had a mustache. And he was great in that.
no, was he?
I haven't seen it, but they said the scene where he does the fist pump.
Yeah.
They said his beard actually grows during the shoot. Like they replayed it, and his beard, like his scruff, goes from like stubble to like beard, and they're like, he's a superhuman. Like you can't
He's,
you can't even do that.
he's an absolute specimen of a human being. He should be everywhere in Hollywood, I should say that. Just in terms of like his range, in terms of like the comedy he can bring. Playing that role just cracked that. Again, he was in a movie with Millie Bobby Brown, where she was Enola Hughes, and he was awesome in that.
Where she was
She was what?
She was Enola Holmes. She was a little detective.
Oh,
And he was awesome in that too. She was great in that too. That movie had no business being that good.
Huh.
Not at all. But because I don't hate her. She's she's not in good movies. I don't think she's a horrible actress, but I don't think she's in good movies, and I don't think she has that much range, to tell you the truth.
I don't think I've seen her in a movie.
She was in the Godzillas.
She was fucking awful.
She was
in that.
terrible in the
She,
Godzilla.
I haven't
almost
seen
the
the
worst
Bryan
one.
Cranston ones.
Yeah.
I actually have not seen those. So I was on a Godzilla streak kick a little while ago.
Were you?
Yeah, well, that's where I saw the puppy dog one. So, where you said that Godzilla looked like a puppy dog.
Oh,
Um,
the Japanese
the
one?
Japanese
Minus
one. Yeah,
minus
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you actually watched it? What did you think?
I thought it was fun. So
Fun?
fun.
it was fun. Yeah.
But you're the first person I've heard ever describe it with that term.
Okay.
I was so bored I couldn't even finish it.
Really?
And the first half hour was just like
Oh.
so boring.
I mean, we are talking.
Well, I mean, he fights the Godzilla in the first half hour. So that's where he's like, hiding and, he's killing all his friends, blah, 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 and blowing up his airplane. Right? This is the same movie, right?
It's like almost in black and white.
No.
Well, it wasn't in black and white. I mean, it was dark.
Oh.
But, I mean, we're talking, like, the first half of that movie is, like, straight up about, like, losing your honor and being suicidal.
I don't care about those things. Well, I just thought it was cool seeing post-war Japan.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. Is the descriptor of fun really? Yeah, I think if you
The Japanese movies have no effect on me. So, like, the whole, like, oh my god, you should take this so serious.
It's very
blah, blah, blah.
talky and
It's
very.
a fucking Godzilla movie. Come on, man.
actually, it's very different from Godzilla.
Yeah,
That's the
Godzilla
point.
movie is Godzilla comes smashing, people are screaming. And
Well, see, that's another reason why I thought that one was fun, because you had more people talking. The other one that I saw was that Shun Godzilla. So
I like that movie, and it's boring as shit.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
And it is. I mean, Godzilla's fucking scary in that
He's
movie.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. He's terrifying, but again, it's so
There's way too many subtitles.
there's subtitles.
I didn't
within
even,
subtitles.
dude. I just
It's-
stopped reading them. It's just Japanese, Japanese, Japanese. Oh, it's just Japanese, Japanese. It was like, so they're gonna attack him, right? And then here come the helicopters. Got it.
Yeah, kind of, and on top of that too, there is like straight up, like the third character of the movie is actually like bureaucracy.
Oh
Where-
yeah, exactly. Well, we probably shouldn't do this, blah, blah,
Where
yeah.
different groups of ministers upon ministers meet and talk about what they're gonna do, and nobody can do anything until there's this gang of like retards and misfits, and they're like, "What are you gonna do? Can we fill it with something?
Yeah, let's fill it with cement. Yeah.
Is that possible?" It's like,
Well, no, they filled it
anything
with
else?
antifreeze. Is what they
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
that should work. No.
It did, but it was kind of like, I mean, he like antifreeze doesn't actually freeze you.
Oh
Well,
no!
it wasn't actually antifreeze.
Oh,
It was. But I get your point. Yeah, but it was. But I mean, that being
It's a
said,
cold fusion bomb.
it was not actually that. I have to give it credit for that.
Those fucking.
uh,
So,
But they did. They did that one. They actually hit Godzilla with a stealth bomber,
well, yeah, and then he raided to death. Yeah.
which was great. I mean, just in terms of. So, I will say, there's different versions where you can say the version of the atomic breath is your favorite, and I loved it in the newest one. I thought it looked fantastic.
I liked it better in Shin Godzilla where it turns purple.
Where it focuses.
Yeah, it
is
turns
where it
into a
gets
beam.
stronger. Yeah,
Yeah.
where it gets flamey and big, and then narrows it to a beam,
Yeah.
and then he can do it from all over it. But that's where the trick was he wiped himself out doing that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he didn't die, but that was how they took action.
Well, he had to take a little nap.
Right, correct.
They filled
Yes,
him up
so-
with,
He had
So
to
it
wait
did
for his
see
energy
action.
bar to
fucking
refill.
antifreeze out of like
Yeah.
cement trucks. Where they,
Yeah.
like, put it in like a straw into his mouth.
That happened, and
It
it's
did
not.
happen, yeah.
It's not stupid. it
It's kind of stupid, Joe.
It sounds even worse when you say it. In practice, when you're watching it, there's a sense of, okay, I can see it. I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I might supervise,
Yeah.
but I would not be.
I'm the first guy there.
No. And I will say that probably the most egregious sin about Godzilla -1 is it does. Again, I think it does take a good 20-minute section. It works, but it's like you didn't have to do it this way, where they explain
Everything.
and draw pictures and say like, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this, and if this doesn't work, we're going to do this. Totally unnecessary. Could have been done quicker. It's just something where, yeah, the kicker out of that scene is, and again, I love the aspect of this where they're actually talking about the different levels of Japanese people, where they were in the war, who wants to help and who doesn't want to help. Like, You know what? That's something you didn't have to address, but this is actually the movie. You know, the monster's part of this. It's part of the metaphor. Like, this is actually pretty good. It's pretty. This is why this movie is respectable. Plus, the monster actually looks cool. You made this on like $10 million. This is very impressive. And then, I am not one of those people that was made happy when it's like, "Are you getting a phone call from where?" Oh, oh, she's okay. That was.
I totally called that.
I
I was like, let me see the body, otherwise it's gonna show up later.
I was like, have the guts, guys. We don't happy ending. You know, is one thing, but you guys are trying to get it all. You don't deserve it.
They did not fool me for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, I got blasted away by a dust cloud, no body.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And the same thing too. Oh, he parachuted at the end. There's a fucking lever right
Well,
here.
yeah.
It's like, dude, you signed up to be a fucking kamikaze pilot. Do your job.
This is. Well, he's like, well, I was ready for that, but it was the other dude that. And again, this is sort of like this is a film foul. Is they interrupted the scene just to hide that, right?
Right.
You know, for that moment where realistically, as the guy's having that discussion with him, that would just be the next thing that he says. But for no reason where like somebody walks in and causes the disruption, it's just, we're just not going to tell you he said this. That doesn't make sense. That's not something a person would do.
Well, they pointed out the lever.
Right.
Right.
Right. Which was, you're supposed to be like, oh, it's arming or whatever. I get it.
When you're supposed to fly it into the fucking mouth of the thing, you don't need armor.
I think it's armed.
Yeah. So,
So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's pretty goddamn good, especially for a Godzilla movie.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Well, I liked it. I liked the first Cranston movie. It's pretty boring, but I did like it.
I haven't seen either of those. I went through and I watched the ones from like Mothra and blah blah blah.
Oh, the Toho
Not
ones
the
from...
really old ones, but the ones from like it was like 14. So or
But those are the ones we're talking about.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what they're called. So
those are those are from the Cranston verse.
No, he wasn't. That must be a different one then.
Well, he's only in a very short part of the first movie.
I guess I didn't see it, so that's not the one. So
the one with Mothra is I don't remember. It was called.
Or you
like
mean
King
the really old ones?
It wasn't that old.
Oh,
I don't know, man. There's like 50 of them. So yeah.
Well,
the ones around from when we were a kid.
I've watched that. So
did it look like it was a guy wearing a suit?
No.
Then that was you're not. All right. So if it wasn't a guy in a suit and it didn't have Matthew Broderick, then you were watching.
That one was terrible.
Oh, I like that one. Come on.
That one's rough.
Mm.
I don't even remember too much about it. I just remember all the eggs in Madison Square Garden.
They spawned baby raptors.
Oh, wow, yeah. I think that's the last thing I ever saw.
That one's in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
I'm sure he's been in something as an older
Who,
man.
Matthew Broderick?
Yeah.
He retired.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I know
then that
he went to stage after that. I know that. Because wasn't he doing the producers with
He did the producers.
for a while? Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
After that? Yeah. I thought he was like the guy in there.
Actually, I think that's the last thing I've seen him in,
Yeah.
was the producers.
So I know, like,
Springtime for Hitler. That's
and like I know that for like years and years, even after he'd been in film for years, like James Earl Jones was in Fences, and he was that character on. He would do that.
Fences.
Fences. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
No idea.
I kind of like it. I'm sorry, you guys, you especially, you're like, why am I watching this? Why
Didn't he
am I?
die last year?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, finally.
It's
Dude, he's been
Yeah,
around a
yeah.
while. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't think you're supposed to say finally.
No, the guy that I know, like the one that I check the paper for every day is Mel Brooks. So
kind of open and stops. Spaceballs 2 from coming out.
I don't think he has anything to do with it.
No, he does.
I thought it was his son that was doing it.
It's his fucking face that was advertising the product.
Oh,
so.
well, I don't know if he's
He's
actually
gonna be in it.
or if he's advertised. Oh,
He
okay.
does play a character in it.
All right, well, here we go.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna watch it.
I'm definitely not going to watch that.
I don't have any fondness for the first one.
No.
No, I hated the first one.
Oh, no shit?
Oh,
All right, we do have something in common.
Finally.
we can
That
hate.
never happens.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, you hate 90% of stuff.
Ridiculous. No.
So if I hate something, there's
No.
a chance it's gonna
There's a chance
fall
it might be the same.
No.
Yeah.
in that sphere.
No.
Could be
I
the
love-
bottom 5%.
It's a big circle.
I love a ton of stuff that you glance at twice.
Well, since I don't even know what those are, yes, your sphere of hate is this big because I don't even know these things that you say are good.
Correct. Yeah.
So if they don't even like make up part of your scale because
Part
they
of
just
your scale.
they just don't exist. So,
Here is a matter of perspective, boys.
so all I know is all the stuff I know. It's like 90%.
That's correct. Because what you don't understand is that from your perspective, right? You live in a water chestnut house and drive a water chestnut car. And that is the society that you live in, right?
You know what? Do you know what a bag of water chestnuts costs?
No.
Like a little bag like this? It was like $30 at Safeway.
Where the fuck
Really?
did they come
$20?
from?
I don't know. Nikki wanted some at Christmas and she grabbed the bag and I was like, all right, cool. And then she started looking it up and she's like, oh, it's like $20. I was like, what the flip for like, there's like 18 nuts in there.
And they're not even really, they're not.
But why am I a water chestnut? I don't understand. Is that good or bad?
It's horrible. I don't mean that in terms of,
Wait, so I'm horrible?
no,
Wait,
this
you
is,
drive
this
a
is,
water chestnut car and a water chestnut
this is
car?
the universe that you live in, right? So if you're like,
A terrible
wow.
universe?
to me, yes. Well, in terms of the,
Damn, he just dogged me with water
Yeah, I know,
chestnuts.
man.
I didn't even know I was being insulted.
well, no, when you say like your perception is you hate 95% of things, it is because you come from the sphere of most of the things that I openly dislike, right? And again, this is not necessarily you, but yours is a house that actually plays like the Has Been Hotel,
Yep,
right?
100% love that.
I
The
Again.
Hasbin Hotel?
Yeah,
What is
it's
that?
on Amazon. It's a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
They sing a lot.
Oh, okay.
Very
it's-
catchy songs, but they swear.
It's edgy.
That's why,
well, I mean,
because they swear for no reason other than just swear.
You know, all 14-year-olds do that. I've noticed this.
it's true. And I was
Yeah.
14, but I'm not now,
No, no.
and I don't have children around
Right.
who I can see like
You
enjoying the
would
show.
watch this without children.
You would not.
100%.
You would not. You would not.
What, the hotel thing?
Yeah.
You would.
If
on,
I knew it existed, I would totally watch.
on your own, you would sit there and say like, "I'm going to watch this musical ass cartoon on my own."
I'm still a kid, man.
Well, so am I. So is he. Dude put together Jaws.
Yeah. So
Where have
yeah,
you
I would
started?
100%.
Have you started putting together Jaws yet?
We started it last night. My daughter finished it today. So
Without you?
I took a nap. So,
And it was done.
When you got up, did you say take that apart?
no, it's fine.
Did she put together the shark?
Yes. And the rest of the boat that we didn't finish last night.
So yeah, I'm aware of that. But that being said, you don't like all childish things.
Not all.
Like I don't think I've ever seen you touch a Butterfinger. I don't see you.
I don't like peanut butter.
That's what I'm saying. That's a childish thing. Peanut butter is a taste that
I
kids
didn't like it
grow
as a
up with.
kid.
That's my point, right? You don't have to like all childish things because you're a child. Well,
I eat plenty of candy.
I'm aware of that, but that's not being childish. Does not mean that you're beholden to all childish things.
Right.
There were cartoon. Brave Star did not play in our house. Okay, I'm just telling you, we were not a He-Man house, even though the rest of like
Yeah, it was
other neighborhoods were. We didn't dig on Mask, even though some people were into it. It's
the,
not
the movie with Jim Carrey.
no.
No, Mask.
Well,
That
so,
was a movie with Jim Carrey.
It was.
no, it was a movie with Jim Carrey,
Right.
but it was also a movie with Robert Stoltz, and
I didn't know that.
and
Why the hell do you know that?
very
name?
very well,
It's
dude,
like underwear bat and band.
well, no, and if you go a little bit far, that was also a cartoon from right around the time that um, Thundercats, Transformers, and GI Joe were playing, where the cars vaguely turned into like different versions. We had a toy of this. Remember the snake oil truck with the big cannon in the back that you loaded the big uh, popper gun? You could take it out and we could shoot the big mortar at other toys. We got that at a garage sale. That was a mass toy, and that was their thing. Was
Huh.
all right.
Do not
We
know.
didn't play it in our house, so not all childhood things were beholden to one particular group.
We had all the He-Man stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, did not.
We even had the Skeletor castle with the snake. It was a glove that you put on.
Oh,
Snake,
really?
Yeah, it had little teeth on it. It's cool. You eat He-Man.
So it's incredibly inventive, man.
It was great.
I respect the hell out of it. Is that how it?
We had Castle Grayskull. It was lame compared to his place. So
Well,
I had the Castle Grayskull. My brother was really into Skeletor. So.
did you get that new?
Oh yeah.
How much was that shit like retail back in the day?
We fucking Google it, dude. I don't know.
I'm just
It
curious.
showed up $1,000.
I'm showed up
Under the tree at Christmas.
I'm just curious out of like, what percentage of
I
U.S.
didn't put it
flag
on my
would that have
credit
cost?
card.
Yeah. I was like I said, on the scale of rarity, okay, with the most expensive toy being the USS Flag,
We never had that.
I didn't see. I don't know how many Castle Grayskulls and that a few of those turned up, but those were kind of pricey.
Well, we had those. We didn't have any GI Joes though. So,
Had tons of GI Joes.
well, see, like
That was that and Transformers. Was,
I had a lot of Transformers. So we had, and then like we had the metal ones early,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they broke
Mhm.
like crazy. So
The plastic ones weren't indestructible either.
the metal ones, like the plastic ones, you could glue them back together.
To a
So
point. If
correct, you knew not to play with jazz like that anymore. So
well, he was a metal.
no, you could get them in plastic too.
Hmm.
I had a plastic one.
He had plastic parts, but he was one of the
I had a
bad
metal
guys.
one, and then we replaced him with the plastic one. So this was many years later. Yeah. Just like, what was it? There was two of them. There was Jazz and there was the police car. What's the police car?
Prowl. That was Prowl.
Prowl.
There were
Yeah.
well, actually, there were quite a few in that. Like so, Prowl, Sunstreaker, Red Alert. There were a
I don't
bunch of them
remember.
from that
those
same.
Yeah, we
Those
didn't
little
have those.
Lamborghinis. There were two Datsun. One was smokescreen. One was
Was one of them green and red? Green and white car with green and red streaks. It was like a NASCAR car.
No, well, not quite that. There was one that had sort of that, like it didn't have that same kind of look. I think I can see what you're talking about,
Mhm.
right? Um,
We had a bunch of them. We had almost all the jets. So yeah. And then we had Megatron. He broke quickly.
immediately.
he always
We had Galvatron. We lost his penis.
That was not a good looking TV. That was
It rolled under the couch somewhere. I never found it, man.
it's weird.
He had
'Cause-
that big long orange dick.
yeah. Well, and the under the couch is a finite space too. It's not the gateway to Narnia. It's like eventually it should have shown.
It went missing. And then we had two different primes. We had the one with the trailer. So
Yeah, that was
originally
one,
where it opened up.
I still have it.
You still have the trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So is that one metal?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the trailers.
The trailer was plastic.
It does have
Yeah.
metal parts in it though.
That's true.
That's fine. Yeah. So, but no, I remember we had that, and then we had uh, his successor. What was his name?
Rodimus.
No, the guy played
Oh, Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus. We had Ultra
Yeah.
Magnus. He had a trailer too.
He was the
His was
successor for like a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
One movie worth.
You know what? All right.
Heard of him.
Actually, I have a particular bitch that I'm going to bring up about this. Having discovered this 86, 96, 06, 26, a while afterwards was So
40 fucking years.
that's
Oh yeah,
Yep.
okay.
yeah.
So
I was about 8 when he started getting these.
Oh my gosh.
so here's what I found out that really pisses me off. So there's in that movie, which is about 90 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And I still consider it a crowning piece of animation to this day, despite some of its mess ups. But um, so there's been talks over years about what was cut, what was taken from the movie, what didn't make it on through. There are like 6 minutes of footage that people arguably say was supposed to be in it because it's in this weird trailer. Parts of it do appear, other parts don't. It's so like exquisite what they put in there, right? But took out, and other pieces go straight in and then were removed. But what they did eventually do was they found the actual stack of storyboards of everything that was supposed to be animated. And what really fucking boils my potato is there were like 10 great scenes of Ultra Magnus, right? So and they all got good. Well, I mean, those are the great character. It's again, but so they took out all his things where at the beginning he's actually like in charge of things, right? He does all the competent stuff. He's actually like giving orders.
Rather than just show up.
Rather than just show up, rather than say I can't deal with that now, which ended up being his line throughout history. There's so the cool part here, right, is there's a couple of scenes that really kind of pissed me off that they took out here because they messed up the continuity, right? So that scene, that brilliant scene where Devastator's hands go through the wall and he tears through, right? So he's not done there after the Dinobots fight with him, right? What happens there is the scene that's there is that Ultra Magnus shows up with a bunch of the car guys, right? And what he does, he and those guys do, they take out Devastator, right? And they actually cause him to split apart. He actually fires the missiles on his shoulder, which aren't just decorative the whole time, right? And so they end up falling down the hall, and that's when you see Megatron like turn around, right? It's the same thing where there's this thing where they start chatting, and then for no good reason, Prime looks like he stands up out of nowhere and says, "That's a question you should ask yourself."
Oh.
The reason that happens is in the storyboard. I have no idea why they didn't choose to animate this. Was the reason he's like that is as that happens, one of the Coneheads like tries to jump on his back, and Prime picks him up by his legs and puts him like shoves his face in the ground. That's why he's hunched over, and then that's why he says, "That's a question you should ask yourself." I'm like, why would you not animate that? And in the same thing, like, so there's this weird question that always comes up: is like, why are you able to bring him back to life and not Prime? Well, in the original script, you can actually see it's so weird. When they're going to blow Ultra Magnus up, you see 4 sweeps pop by, and they shoot these straight laser beams, and then it looks like they just shoot him a couple of times. Well, he's standing there holding himself together because what they do is they actually attach to his 4 limbs, right? And they pull him apart.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's weird because you see that they animated him actually like holding his body together. And I guess somewhere at the last minute, they're like, I don't know, man. I think we're getting in real trouble with this one, right? And
that's
like,
true.
You took out all of this one character's great moments. This one. Like, this is so messed up. And on top of that, there was an episode, there was something called Scramble City that was supposed to come out before the movie, right? Never released in the United States. But it was like an hour-long special where it introduced all of the Hot
Rod, all of them.
Metroplex, all of the like the combiners in there, right? And it gave context to who all these characters were supposed to be in this upcoming movie and said, oh, this is where all these secondary characters from, instead of just popping up out of nowhere. And also he had great moments that just no. It's a beef that goes like 40 years. I'm like, you guys, why would you do somebody so dirty like that? You're on a mission to do somebody dirty. It's so wrong.
Him the character to kill off.
Bitch, move. It's you want to move product, don't you? Don't you want to sell this toy, don't you?
I did see a cool video where if you start Transformers at like this at whatever time it was. Then right as the clock hit midnight on New Year's,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he's opening the Matrix. It's like right at midnight. I'm like,
I saw
all
a
right, that's
bunch of
kind
those
of
this
cool.
year. I saw the one about Harry Met Sally. You got to start it at like 11:30.
Right.
And then you can turn on the ball dropping at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
There was a bunch of that shit on
I
TikTok.
was tempted, but nobody else would watch the Transformer movie.
I
Because the kids, I tried to turn it on once, and they're just like,
This is hideous.
this is so bad.
So ugly.
I'm like, okay, we're good. I don't want to hear you guys rip my movie.
it disgusts me that they can't even appreciate the complexity of.
They don't fucking care.
I know. I know. I mean, just the.
It has to somehow come across their YouTube feed, and
Then they and seeing if it does come across the YouTube feed, they get into weird shit. So yeah.
then they'll
The
be
Odyssey, evidently.
then they'll be all aboard
Mhm.
if somehow it crosses their YouTube feed, and it made them laugh for a second, or they thought something was cool with it. Then they're happy to dive into older stuff, but
It has to come across the feed.
it has to come across.
Well, I did see people react to the '86 animated film, but these are people that had grown up; they had seen the new stuff. So to them, this was this. To them, it was this journey of like, wow, this is where this all comes from, right? Where the mythos has been changed a little bit. And one person again, she pissed me off. She's like it's Ultra Magus. I hate him in every continuity.
That's pretty emphatic. Yeah.
It's like I get it. I get it. She's been done dirty over and over and over again. But that one also came in a plastic variant, where the original one was not.
Ultra Magnus.
Yep.
Ours is plastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we had we had all the Dinobots. They were all plastic. We had what was the one with all the little jets that came together into a big one?
That was Superion.
Yeah.
We had that.
Those were the aerial bots.
The area bots. We had that one. Those were all plastic.
We did not have all of those.
We had
Three
one or
of them.
two.
We went way out of our way to get them all. So, because I mean, it was like my brother had his that he liked, and then I
Yeah.
had mine that I
Yeah.
liked. And we had mixes, like some Decepticons, so the teams didn't matter. So we would fight with them, and then So I mean, and we did have so we had the metal Optimus Prime, but then we had the plastic one after that because his legs ripped off.
Yeah,
Was
once
it
you
actually-
clicked them too far.
So my brother would try and hit me with that thing.
You just leave it in its truck mode. That's the.
It was mace.
Yeah, the legs or the
It
handles.
was a mace. And so I caught the edge of the basement wall, and shattered into a million pieces. So because then they did come out with other plastic ones later. They were just a little smaller. So I remember the metal ones being like Chaz was like this big when you put them together, but then the plastic ones, they were just a little bit. They were smaller.
Well,
So
okay. So here's the trick on those is, and I do apologize. This is something I did years and years ago. Something I followed well after it was done. But with those, they also had re-releases that were not the original toy.
that might exactly be it, because I mean we had the metal one Ryan had that Optimus Prime for probably about 4 or 5 years before we destroyed it.
Oh no, absolutely. So the other thing is there were also additional variants that came out later where, say for example, there was a plastic Optimus Prime called Power Master Optimus Prime, who also had a cab and also his trailer turned into his body, but there was also a smaller version of him underneath. But it was different. It was actually a different.
You're right. It was different because we had 2 trailers for Optimus Prime. The original one was a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and the second one would actually transform into a big outer shell for this guy, where he was a huge robot. but the actual core of him was also about the same size. As
It was the same. Yeah.
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 Wow.
It was a lot lighter.
Considerably lighter.
Yeah.
Well, and that was one of the things was that there was no getting around that because they didn't own the original dies to those. Those they bought from other companies. That's where. To me, it's still weird. It makes perfect sense to me in this day to say, well, of course, Megatron should still be a realistic-looking pistol in 2026, right?
You can't take him to school, man.
He was the first tie that I know of that was actually banned on
school.
airplanes.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, because they would put that through airport security.
But you just got to transform him first, man. You got to put him in a Decepticon form. Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, that's kind of like a tricky part. To me, it makes perfect sense to this day. But yeah, that was the thing. They bought that model from Diaclone, Microman, and
yeah. I mean, it took us a while because, I think my parents first bought us those. We were young.
Originally released in '84.
Yeah, we were young, and then because the movie came out
in '86. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we never went to the theater to go see that.
We most certainly did.
We did not.
It was a defining moment of our childhood.
No, we did not. Then the cartoon show had enough episodes where you could watch it every day.
Oh yeah.
And so we got hooked on it a little bit later, and that's when we started collecting all those. So there was a little bit of a delay there.
Well, what's weird is it was a Saturday morning show,
right?
But I don't remember it as a Saturday morning show because it was in serialization. I remember watching it
every day.
Am I wrong in thinking so if you
had in the afternoon along with G.I. Joe?
Yeah,
strawberry shortcake.
Well, this is what I'm trying to remember is so if you had a sick day home from school and you're at home and you're watching a little bit of TV, I don't think cartoons started at 12 or something. I think
they were 2:30.
Yeah.
2:30. What was on before that?
Oh, fucking
like Wheel of Fortune.
No, it was Days of Our Lives and bullshit.
Yeah, there was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you had all your cereal, your soap operas on.
Wait a second. Wasn't that when they showed old episodes of the Brady Bunch and shit?
I don't
remember, man.
Well, no, you wouldn't be home for most of the time, but when you were waiting for stuff to come on. But I think the stuff didn't start showing until 2:30 or 3.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Okay.
And then you got a good 2-hour block until you got the evening news.
Yep.
So
and that's when I always watched those because it was in serialization and you just watch them one after the other, right?
Well, and they also had them on in the morning too.
Yep. Oh yeah. That's right.
That was all the Darkwing Ducks and
Wait, weren't those
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
At first too?
They were both.
Might have been there.
Both.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I definitely remember watching them. That was something I watched every day.
Yeah, you get it. We would watch them during breakfast.
Yeah.
DuckTales.
DuckTales for sure was an afternoon show for a while.
They went back and forth. As soon as
Yeah,
they had enough episodes, then
that's true. Yeah.
Because I remember for a while you could watch Tailspin both in the morning, and then the second one would be on the afternoon. So if you only watched in the afternoon, you were watching every other episode in the series.
Yeah, right.
They had to figure it out, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
But okay, so the part that I'm trying to remember is there was one channel, I don't remember what it was. It was the last Krusty the Clown type show.
It was WGN2.
Yeah, it was Channel 2.
It was Channel 2. That was out of Denver.
CW.
No, it was out of
Denver.
CW.
It
was CW later.
Oh.
But yeah, in the beginning it was Denver's 2.
Denver 2. Yeah,
okay, because WGN would have been Chicago.
Yeah, it was Denver's 2.
That happened, and that was on in the morning before something kicked
before
over,
Garfield.
Yep.
Or no, I was just thinking of the show or the movie.
Wait, what?
Where he wakes up to Binky the Clown. I don't think Garfield actually.
Garfield was a Saturday cartoon.
Yeah,
I never missed it.
Well, the one we're talking about, they did specials for years.
Oh yeah,
before they started the show.
Yeah,
we talked about.
We talked about it.
I said maybe they didn't.
Maybe they didn't see us.
And you knew what I was talking about.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Because it gets real scary after that. That episode has some messed up parts, man.
I don't remember that much of it. I'm sure if I sat down and it started, I would know every line.
Yeah.
That's been 40 years. So,
All right.
Yeah, there's a file cabinet with it in there somewhere.
oh,
I
we
have
don't
to
open
dust
that
out
one
and
anymore.
read through it
Yeah.
again.
There's plenty of good stuff in there, man.
Oh
It's
yeah, but accessing it is a
You're
challenge.
gonna have to download it. And,
Yeah. I
like,
need the
unzip it
cues to
and-
come back to
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah.
Well, if you're going to talk about the Halloween one, because yes, candy, 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 candy is very memorable. The exact part we talk about where, and Patrick, if I had that moment of, what am I doing? And you're doing it just because the thing around you was telling you to do it, where you're doing exercise with
Being the clown.
Binky the Clown because he told you to do it and you're just not awake enough to know not to. But yeah,
I don't remember that.
there's a couple of moments in there where yeah, you're gonna grow up to be worthless. Yeah, but there's a couple of moments in there where they actually go out trick or treating, and Garfield is insisting through song that he's not a scaredy cat, and he keeps like unmasking these children, and there's something fucked up underneath each one.
Yeah.
Including the kid who's wearing a mask of whatever's underneath. Yeah, the witch.
Right.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then later on, they show up at this old cabin boy's house. As
The funny thing is that was actually a comic book before it was actually animated.
is that it?
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Did you
And
have like every Garfield book?
for a while. So, but I even got the special ones like that one, and there's a really fucked up one called Garfield's 9 Lives. So
And
that's
he died
showed
like
me
8
that, yeah.
times.
it's fantastic.
well, that's the
So,
one done with different art styles, right?
It's all done with different art styles.
Oh.
There's 2 of them that are the same. They're Jim Davis drawn.
Oh,
One of them
that's
where
cool.
he's Cave Cat. So they animated that one later with Odie as Big Bob, who's this fucking humongous dinosaur. So
Oh yeah, that was great.
that was a comic book before it was animated. The same thing with the Christmas one with the fucking Santa Claus machine that dishes out
Just keep
presents.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that one.
that was a comic too before it was animated.
No kid. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
It must come from that different era because even the animation on style on that one uses those like early '80s designs.
Yeah, it does.
He's not enormously fat, but
No.
he is not. He had not reached.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, he got skinnier later. He's just paunchy. So
Yeah.
So
No, back when he was the size of like.
that was only like 3 books worth. That was like 2-3 years worth of comics, and that's way back in the 70s, where he was that fat.
Well, he was the size of like a mountain lion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's in a commercial now.
Garfield.
Yeah. For I think an insurance or something like that.
Oh,
And like John takes him to the vet and he's on the scale and like the numbers are going up and the vet is just like and you feed him lasagna. Lasagna. And then Garfield just like yeah, good question. Why are you feeding a cat lasagna?
I think I think I might have seen that.
That's pretty
It's
funny.
actually pretty funny. Yeah. Well, I can't
Must be
remember.
on during football.
Yeah, 'cause that's the only
Yeah,
thing I really
I'm
watch.
going to plan on watching a lot of football this weekend, so I'll probably catch it. So
Looks like there's a lot of good games.
there's going to be a lot of good games.
I mean, unless you expect just blowouts.
One of them will be a blow.
What's that?
The Rams versus the Panthers.
That one will be a blowout.
Weren't you? Wasn't at the beginning of the season? Wasn't the Panthers game your definition of just
Garbage.
trash?
Because Mark Schlereth would call all.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was even he was on like Rich Eisen's show or something. I was listening. He's like, I'm kind of an expert on the NFC South because, well, I call nothing but NFC South.
Right. Right.
So yeah, somehow I mean they're not even a winning team,
Yeah.
and they beat the Rams last time they played. So the Rams are going, wow.
Are there any teams right now when you look at the people that are going, I understand you guys got the lofty week off. Um, all right,
Well earned.
I guess. I mean,
Just because you're better at beating the shitty teams does not make you a quality team.
didn't aren't your losses to shitty teams too?
Yeah.
No. Our losses were to the Colts, Chargers, and Jaguars.
You didn't lose 3, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They play more games now. That's right. I'm like, this that doesn't add up to 16
So, yes, not shitty team. Your team lost to the Raiders.
early on.
It-
It matters.
it's the Raiders, man.
What? Okay, what were those teams again?
The Colts, Chargers. Colts were like 8-1 when they beat the Broncos.
They were. Are they in the
Chargers-
playoffs now?
Chargers are in the playoffs.
Chargers are tough.
Jaguars are in the
Barely
playoffs. You're playing the Chargers this week.
I get it.
So, yes, no, we did not lose to shitty teams.
You lost the Colts. Are they in the playoffs?
They were the last team not to make the playoffs.
Exactly. So I mean, if you're going to be using this like week 2 shit, talking about these guys weren't a good team, well, these guys hadn't found their footing either.
And then you lost to the Bills.
The Bills.
And
It's the Bills. I mean, the Bills are also in the playoffs.
God, who was your other loss to?
It was. It wasn't like it
It's a
wasn't
below
to the
500
Jets.
team.
It was and it was kind of a shocker. But yeah, it was
The Steelers, was it? No, you beat the Steelers because the Steelers turned it over 5 times.
well.
Oh, no, wait. No, you lost to the Steelers because you turned it over 5 times in the red zone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it was still close.
It was close.
Yeah, it was still close. And Steelers are in the playoffs.
All right,
So yeah,
both
okay.
lost to 2 playoff teams.
Yeah.
Our non-playoff team was the Colts. Yours was the Raiders. Hence why you're playing this week.
Yeah.
So
Okay, look.
there you go.
Your logic is sound. I'm just saying that it's not. I don't think that there's that as much of a gulf as you seem to think there is.
You haven't played a top 10 defense all year.
Not even one.
Not even one.
Oh, you're about to.
Yes, you are.
Fair enough, but
The Bills are the toughest defense that you've played, and the Bills give up like 190 yards rushing a game.
fair enough. All right. So, are you saying that they're a cream puff team? You think they're going to get waxed by the?
By the Chargers?
I think it's gonna. I honestly don't know. I think.
Yeah.
I could see because like the analyst brought up a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was totally thinking, I was like, oh, Patriots are going to take this. Because the Chargers don't have tackles. But the Patriots have no pass rush. Patriots have not played a top 10 defense. Chargers play hell a lot of defense. So I can kind of
That is the
see.
scientific term for it.
Make a shit ton of defense.
I can kind of
Is that
see
in
this
metric
coming right down to
metric?
it.
Yes.
Or imperial?
Right.
So that one, I initially was 100% on the Patriots. Now I'm waiting closer to game time.
Well, William, I will say this. I decided to try to put the gambling machine on it, and I consulted Brock about how the playoffs would go. He's less confident about the playoffs than I am, and you are.
What?
What
The
is this?
Patriots?
Yeah, Brock says they're frauds.
Does Brock know that you want to hear that?
Well, that
Yeah, you guys do have a lot of relationship here.
Oh my God, it's Jeff.
I've been waiting for him to ask this
Just put
question.
some money on
I
it.
don't think it's become openly adversarial, but I did ask like out loud, why? Based on what? But
It goes, haha, haha.
okay, again, it should have that kind of personality. It should have the freedom to do that. But I believe when it broke it down, it said that this year's Super Bowl winner would be the Rams.
Right.
Would be the Rams.
I've seen tons where it says Broncos Rams.
Is it okay? It did call the
Lots.
Broncos.
Lots of times I've seen Broncos Rams being called.
That makes sense.
Even the great Oz said that it's going to be Broncos Rams.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Because he went to the Rams and did his magic stuff there. And then, do you know who this Oz guy is? Oh, he's like a mentalist that does insane stuff with, like, he'll go into a team and he'll be like, okay, he'll be like, hey, you think of a number, don't say anything, and then he throws like a ball to a guy and he's like, okay, he has him like throw it to the next guy, and he's like, he has it written down.
Oh, was he on Rogan's show?
Probably. He's everywhere.
Let me give you a little more.
Yeah, just a little splash.
But he got to and he's like, all right, think of your first crush. Oh, you're like, okay.
I have seen this guy.
And then he'll have it like written down, and it's just like, what the fuck? Or he'll hand it to somebody else to read the name, and it's like,
It's just deductive logic.
do you even know who your first crush was?
Mine? Ooh.
To even come up with the name?
See, that's the problem. Is
I'd probably make one up. So, yeah.
that's a tough one because without like specifying, there would be way different versions of this answer. Like if he does make you write it down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Or he has you think of it, and then he'll write it down and like give it to somebody or something
Right.
like that. Yeah.
right.
See, but that's the thing is the more iterations of those things you do, the more narrow your bands can actually get. So, I mean, it's not intuitive. You think it'd have like more permutations, but it actually like gets low. Because I've seen people do this trick with like, think of a state, and then think of like
Think of a number.
and then but like the thing is,
How many
like,
times you been married?
well, and eventually you get to the point in time where there's some choke points in there where it's like there's really only like 3 actual answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, it's kind of like a card trick where
it is a card trick.
actually
Yeah.
you're like, well, I've put in a bunch of variables, but the thing is, I had my thumb on this card the whole time. So you're watching me do these 5,000
Right.
shuffles, but I have it earmarked right here. So when I flip it over, is the 10 of diamonds? Was this your card?
This is a card, yeah.
But he'd have it where like it goes through the whole team,
Right.
and then they all choose like something and all this kind of stuff, and then he has them like write it down on the board, and that blows him away. And
Isn't
then
he the guy who does street magic?
I don't know if he does street magic.
This is a different guy. He does I think I saw this guy on Rogan.
Okay. On
And-
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rogan didn't
it's
like
a-
it. He's
it's
like
so
mad.
creepy.
He's
Yeah,
like, I don't like this. I don't like what you're doing.
yeah, because it's like there's no. I
Just a
mean,
fucking monkey, man.
the guy's first crush, like the name of the girl was like Laquita, so it wasn't even like
See,
a
that's a
name
lie.
you come up with that would just be like, I think you got something here. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Where the hell? How in the world would you even? There's no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so the guy was thinking of a score and all this kind of stuff, and then like the board that he's writing all the answers, if you circle all the first letter, it like spelled Broncos. Like it's just like, wait, what?
This is
Geniusly suspicious.
This is repackaged magic, man. I mean, you had a relative that was a professional magician, right?
He wasn't professional.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
No, he'd go do like kids shows and stuff. So
but he got paid, right?
no, he just
Oh.
do it through his church. So
Oh, okay. Church gigs are still kind of gigs.
Mhm.
I'd say semi-pro.
sure.
All right. But I guarantee you he'd probably know a couple of things. Like, okay, well, that's
Oh, yeah.
misdirection. That's switch. That's.
Yeah, there's a couple ways to do it. He would do card tricks. So, and most of the card tricks are kind of like that. He taught me a couple. So, like the any card kind of thing. You just have to know the bottom card in the deck, and then when you cut it, you put that on top,
Yep.
and you just go through the whole thing. There's your card. So, because you know the one that was on the bottom of the cut.
That's exactly. Yeah. You have them put it in the deck, and your last move is basically like when you do this, you just look at what the bottom one is, and then you can basically mix it up as much as you want, and then you
Doesn't
just go
matter.
for that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
He'd do a thing where, like he'd tell you you sit there, close your eyes, and then he'd be like, okay, just tell me what part of you I'm touching, and then he'd go over to like Jeff, touch his nose, and he's like, you'd be like, my nose. and be like, my shoulder, and he'd be like, my knee, and then he'd be like, he'd open his eyes, and he's like, I haven't touched you once. He's like, bullshit, you didn't.
Pull tape, man.
And they did. You got pull, and it's just like, all right, and like the other people are just being like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
like. I don't know. I don't know how he does it, but it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I don't get it all, either. I know that there's something to it. There's something that you can. Some of it is set up, some of it is manipulated. Because that was that was. He's like, I didn't tell you. I didn't tell anybody that. I don't like this. How do you know this about me? He's just like, tell me where you found that on the internet or whatever.
I wish that was the skill I developed as a kid.
Oh,
just done that for 40 years.
I get you there, but I mean, it's not. They didn't have those kind of classes.
Or the internet.
Or I mean,
Really,
seriously,
yeah.
it's just talking to our parents. Like, do you want to take violinist? No, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'll go to Beavis Art School 3 times a week to learn how to do that.
Street busking.
Oh my god! I was like, yeah, I know what I want to learn to do. It's like, what? I want to like be a statue.
Oh yeah.
And then
scare the crap out of people.
Yeah.
Well, you just need a plant suit for that, man. I like those videos. Like, there's a couple of them out there. It just gets rolled up on.
Now people take being scared way differently.
Well, 9 out of 10 of them, but there's that one guy who's going to grab his fucking bike chain.
you know what? That is.
You're playing this game at your own risk.
Well, you can if you believe in behavioral psychology and stuff, you can tell like that one would have been pack leader.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't have flight.
Correct.
Right. Flight is not an option.
That was deleted a long time ago.
There are 2 things that happen. I protected the pack, and we're going to eat tonight.
It's a bush, but we're eating it.
But it's got meat in it.
Exactly. You can cook it. You can cook it. And it'll last if you put salt on it.
Yeah,
I got you.
I wish I was good at magic. That'd be cool.
Well, the tough thing about it is, like, I get and I've seen this and I've studied this where I get the principles of it, and you can watch somebody do it, but there's just part of it where, like, you have to move in a natural, sophisticated way, and even if you know all the tricks, and you're just an oaf like me, where you don't do anything smoothly, right?
It's local.
You know what I'm talking about? You could sit there as like, well, you just have to put the card here, and you're like, yeah, no problem, no problem.
Hold your hand like this.
You know what I'm talking about?
You got pre-arthritic there?
It's the same thing. Like one other, my dad played cards. That must have been so much of his childhood and in the military, where he did the perfect one-handed cut.
Yeah.
Right. Effortlessly. I've worked on that. In the same way that.
If you're playing poker every night, though, you pick things like that.
But that's it. In the same way that I've worked with a couple of dudes who take the pen and they do the little flip.
I can do that.
Okay, you can do.
I don't catch it every time, but I can do it. It's just you have to leave your thumb perfectly still. That's the whole thing.
I've been told. I've been guided on this. Multiple people show me just like no, give me your hand. Do this. It's like rejecting a bad moving heart. It's just like I can't. I get the science. I can't do it. I can't. But you know what I'm talking about is if you have that smoothness of motion, it works. If you're like jittery, it just doesn't work. Same thing with the people that do the
coin
chip
down there.
The shuffle.
You can do it. I can do that with pad. I can't do it with chip. I tried to do it with chip for a long time back when I used to play poker. But
it just doesn't. I get it, and people are like stop. Just individually move. It's one motion.
Yeah,
it's like I understand.
I have no how to do that one at all.
But it just doesn't work. Yeah. Well, and to get it back up is the other part that I find tricky. But yeah, it's. But then again, you also, in your prime, you you could really lay down the pistol tricks. The
I had a few that I could do.
Oh.
There were some fancy ones that I couldn't do. So
like the toss or
I couldn't do the toss over the back.
Okay.
Can you do the tombstone?
No, that is hard. The horizontal
sideways?
spin, that is
Oh.
really, really hard to do. Yeah.
I never looked at. Did those guys actually do that, or was that something that actors or professionals came in and did?
No, like so. What's his name?
Michael Biehn?
Val Kilmer doesn't actually do any gun twirling in the whole thing. It's
He
just-
does not. No.
just
He
the
just
cops.
the tin cup,
Yeah. So Michael Biehn actually took like 3 months of classes.
You're
with
kidding
the
me.
guy
Okay,
on how to
alright.
fucking do that. Yeah.
So that is him straight up. Doing that.
There
That's
is a video on YouTube. You can find him. It's like 10 years later. They hand him a pistol. And you can still fucking do it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Like, yeah, you're gonna go to class for 3 months to figure out how to do
Yeah.
this one scene. You're like, wait, what?
Well, he probably volunteered for it
It'd be a cool thing to know.
because I mean, not that camera trickery is that hard to do.
Well, no,
It's
you
just-
just show the hand.
You show that hand.
So, but if you watch that scene, you can see his
Yeah,
face in the
yeah,
entire
all the time.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because they won't like the famous one is Deliverance. Is that kid's not playing that banjo?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's there. The kid's there, but there's actually arms coming through
the
underneath
kid, yeah.
that are playing
Yeah.
it.
It's not the guy behind him playing the banjo.
Yeah. Same thing with like Bowie and Labyrinth. He's not doing that trick with the balls the whole time. It's actually another person's hand, like wrapping around.
What are you talking about?
In Labyrinth, David Bowie, he's the Goblin King, and he's got these two whatever the balls that you put in your hand and you do like this. Where
Oh,
you,
man, I don't remember
Well, I mean,
It's
if
been
you
a
have
minute since
any
I've seen it,
memories of
yeah.
that, they're probably pretty old. Of like, why did you bring me here, Dad? This movie's weird.
that. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I saw it in my college years for the first time.
yeah.
but he does
I
this
saw
thing.
when I
He
was
has
younger.
these balls that he's holding in his hands, and you can buy them at the store where you take two balls like this and you just do this constant juggling.
Okay.
Where
It's
they
like a
just
stress reliever.
yeah.
Go.
Yeah, but he does that in the whole movie. He's very good at it, but he doesn't do it at all. It's just somebody else's hand
Yeah,
that's
doing
actually
it,
through
yeah.
his. Yeah. I don't think you could do the gun that way.
Some of the stuff that Michael Bean's doing there, that's really, really hard. So, I mean, some of it's really, I mean, just simple gun twirl, either forward or back. It's actually really easy. Put it in the holster is actually really easy. So you just have to time it right. You have to have your hand in the same spot every single time. So then just use the sight to actually catch the holder, and you let go of it, and it drops right in. So it's not that hard. But some of the shit that he's doing is like, ow. In there. So we had one guy in the club who could do it over his shoulder. So
I've seen it. It's so cool.
it's fucking cool, man. But like this is the whole thing, dude. I mean, you can find some YouTube videos that'll teach you how to do that. They'll all say, make sure you do this with an unloaded pistol.
Right.
Because there's a lot of shit that they do in cowboy movies that you can't actually do with a pistol. So like multiple like fan, you can't actually do that with a pistol that's loaded. So with real bullets. So
Well, yeah. How would you? I mean, that's
you can fan it one at a time like this.
Yeah.
But it's gonna kick on you like this every time.
Right,
So if you do
right.
bam 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 like that, it's gonna be up here like
yeah.
So, but if you do it with blanks, there's no kinetic energy. So there's no. If you shoot a blank, there's no recoil on it. It's just like pew pew.
I didn't.
Yeah.
That's weird.
There's no
because
recoil.
I felt like it seems like blanks because of the combustion would like move it, but they don't.
Well, no, because like think about it. A bullet, all the kinetic energy is the explosion pushes the lead out that way. Okay, but then that's equal reaction, and so you get the kickback. So if it's just an explosion, it just goes,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
and
Yeah,
there's
there's
no
no-
kickback.
Yeah.
And so, that's why like you see people, I mean, just drumming on people with an AK-40. You can't do that in real life, man. It'd beat the shit out of you.
I got you. Okay. Well, no, that does make sense, and it's the change from potential to kinetic that
Correct.
that caused. Okay. Well, I have seen like there was a video I watched where a guy went through on an AR. He had a 100 round drum,
Oh yeah.
right? And he actually held it pretty steady, but he's fighting it the whole
Oh
time.
yeah.
Pretty hard. Like you can see,
All machine guns will move up
Yeah,
high like this. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's why you'll see, like, like if you watch guys like in Vietnam when they're shooting the M60, they do it on the ground. They hold it down like this with a hand right here, and the other one. This is to hold it down to keep it from. So
And it's also always weird to see, especially when you know how much they cost, right?
Oh yeah.
When you see a dude unload 100 rounds in like 3 seconds, and you're like, that's like the 20.
Dude,
10,
like,
like,
yeah, if that's a 7.62, those are like $4 bullets, man. And so you just laid down $400 in 8 seconds. Come on, man.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. So,
yeah, really cool to look at, but it's all. I remember reading this article about why they stopped. They went to basically single shot and tri round, because they were like, well. So the troops shot all their ammo.
Yeah.
Never hit anything.
Yep.
So there was no benefit to actually having that option on there.
Yeah.
So actually having them, slow down really reduced the costs by a lot, and very much improved our accuracy
Yeah,
rating.
made them a lot better.
They actually hit things.
Yeah, well, a modern squad runs with like 4 or 5 guys, and 4 of them are rolling with semi-automatic. Well, they can go full auto, but they don't. But then it'll have one squad machine gun in it. That's your M60 or 240 or your saw.
Yeah.
The guys that I worked with that were in the military, they're like, yeah, the days when they're like, okay, everything's expiring.
Shoot it all out.
They're like, oh yeah,
here
just
we go.
unload.
That's when Bill told me about the Mark 19 grenade launcher.
Blow up that hill, please. Yes, sir.
That's the moment I knew that zombie invasions are bullshit. The same thing goes with dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, same thing.
Dinosaurs. Dudes are just waiting to go ahead and unload on any target.
Yep.
And if it was a dinosaur, they would blow the shit out of that dinosaur. They were in Jurassic World. They actually had like a minigun, and they're minigunning.
That minigun would have sawed that thing in half.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't even show like the bullets bouncing off of them. They're just
Would they?
They're just like absorbing all these rounds.
It's not a Dinobot, man.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is dinosaurs killed other dinosaurs.
Yeah, so they had to be able to be killed.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And they do kill each other in the shows.
They do.
That's correct.
They get ate by the big alligator one. Yeah.
But just getting shot thousands of times is just like, no organs. I guess this thing's just a meat sack.
Well, again, like if you go back to that video of when they decided to clear that beached whale with dynamite.
Oh. Watched that so many times.
Did you see the one also where it was filling up with gas? And okay,
Yeah.
so no.
Yeah.
So even if you have a big like shark like whale like dinosaur, a grenade, and I guarantee you the Navy guys are like, we get the depth charge this thing. It's gonna be sweet.
It's gonna, yeah.
Right. It's like you release it. It does not become the new apex predator of the world because it's easy to find. It's like,
yeah, I'm sorry, and you're just making all these arguments about how like the dangerous ones are related to birds, so they're warm blooded. Yeah, I'm sorry, we don't have thermal. See that motherfucker from space?
They got that thing on like fucking like Google Earth, like. Yeah, that's the and again it's for film, and you're having a thing about this, but
yeah,
you just can't walk that like 7 movies straight without addressing that.
Well, I mean, they blew it up on the very first one, going into the second one where there's actually dinosaurs roaming like America.
Right.
It's like, oh fuck, I get my Rex tags this year. I've been waiting 8 years for those.
You just remember like civilians would happily.
Yeah, I mean, they put deer in their house. Like, they have taxidermists mount those. Imagine if you bagged a raptor. It would like the coolest thing.
Yeah,
Everybody would come
yeah.
over to your house.
Well, this again. This is, mountain lions are alive because we permit it.
That is true.
Bears are still alive because we permit it. I understand they're formidable creatures, and I understand that when you go to the statistics, and this is still crazy, is something to the tune of like 40% of men think they can take a tiger in a fight.
You're gonna die.
You will die.
Yeah, you will.
Now,
Yeah.
on the other hand, if you're looking through like an anti-tank rifle,
Tiger's gonna die.
tigers will lose. That's why we're here. That's why we. Ain't no tiger driving a stick shift. Ain't no tiger like that's the. They didn't build a computer. Okay,
No.
nothing like that. That's
No.
why we're at the top of this chain.
Right.
Okay, ain't no fucking tiger Elon Musk launching rockets. This
No.
is not how this works, right? So yeah, you can take a tiger. You just need to be prepared, and you have to cheat. There is no version
You
of
bring
this
a gun.
where
Yeah.
yes,
Or a whole bunch
yes.
of guys with pokey sticks. Yeah.
Our guys got it done back in the day.
They work too.
Took heavy casualties sometimes.
Sometimes like same thing with mammoths. You just run them off a cliff. And,
That was so disappointing when I was like, actually, that makes way
more sense. Yeah, I mean, we have to do this once a year, and the tribe is good.
It's like, well,
Mammoth jerky for everybody for the next 365. Yeah,
exactly. And it's the same thing. It's like, well, so what about all the time to like butcher it afterwards? Like, nah, the rocks will do most of that. So
Mhm.
after it goes down there, you don't have to really divide the cuts. You just gather it up.
yeah. Or you just take the pieces you want. Yeah,
Correct.
Right.
Like, again, you hold out your shirt like this. You put all the mammoth
All the
in there that you
mammoth
want to.
guts in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just the zombie one is the one that just blows my mind. I mean, like you got to think, like everything in the military is designed to kill people who are armed and shooting back at you.
Correct. Yes.
And
Yes.
so you have people who move slowly in some movies, in some universes,
Yes.
but they never shoot back, and they're never really coordinated. There's just a lot of them, you know.
Correct. And
There's no platoon of Marines that wouldn't love that.
so I understand it was problematic specifically in, say, the Korean War, right? Where after having been pushed all to the way to the tippy end of that peninsula, we basically pushed it all the way
All the way
back.
back.
And then my understanding is that the next problem was just the unending wave of Chinese.
That is correct.
Whereupon you could just keep stacking the bodies like fucking 300 levels high.
To this day, nobody knows how many Marines we killed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it was a lot.
It was a lot.
So much to the point where, yeah, they're like, all right, we just have to draw the line here and stop.
Yep.
And that war is technically still ongoing.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that's why they're not like buttressed right against each other. There's a space.
There's a little, yeah. You got a little neutral zone in there. Yeah.
With landmines. Yeah.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy seeing South Korea versus North Korea at night. Like I don't know. If
Oh
you've seen
yeah,
any of those.
Yeah.
on the
my
maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is bananas. It's just like, oh my god, man. You got like fucking 5 gas stations. It's like that's the capital. Yeah, I can tell.
And you're like, you gotta be shitting me. Like fucking Bucky's has a larger license than Pyongyang.
Yeah, puts out more wattage.
I mean, I did make that comment. I was like, let's give North Korea its due. It's like you have a brilliant view of the stars at night. I'm out of positives though.
Not positives. I'm good.
Well, so I mean, there's been, of course, with the Maduro situation, there's been increased talk about like, oh yeah, but let's discuss communism again. It's like, all right, yeah, let's
Yeah,
let's
go
do
for
this,
it. Yeah,
please.
knock yourselves out.
Yeah, let's.
So
Now we did have a pretty nasty flare up today. If you guys saw what happened.
I saw that thing in Minneapolis, but that was about it. So I was too busy tracking, like, we're actually, like, yo-ho, yar-harding, fucking tankers on the ICs.
There's a lot. If I see it, it's mine.
Yeah, well, we're going to paint a Russian flag on this. We're like, okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, there are some, like, Minnesota is a fucking problem. So the testimonies came out today about the whistleblowers,
Whoa, whistleblowers.
about the ones that alerted Tim Walz and were retaliated against.
I
Um,
don't know this story.
so a few weeks ago, there was a group of people that stayed anonymous who said, "Look, we kept telling the governor about what was going on in this
With the daycares?
yes,
Oh, okay.
and the daycares, the nursing centers, all this other stuff. Something to the tune of about 1,000 people that were saying, like, we have been tipping this dude off, and we were A, ignored, and B, threatened.
Dude, the local news there has been reporting on it since 2016.
Yeah,
You can go and look at their fucking stories. It's crazy.
yeah, and
So, yeah, like they'll have like a Fox 9, a special, or,
Yeah.
we busted this daycare center, kind of thing. It's 2016.
Oh my!
I know, man.
and a grand total of like 88 people have been prosecuted.
They just do onesies, twosies here and there. Yeah.
Yep.
So they were like, oh, okay, we caught one guy, and then 2 years later, they're like, oh, we caught another. So, and the local news is sitting there screaming from their fucking rooftops, saying, like, we have hundreds of these.
Yep.
Ignored.
Totally ignored.
Oh,
So
God.
that's where they have this group where a couple of weeks ago they said, like, we told this guy so many times, and he actually retaliated against us.
What did he do?
So it was basically you'd be fired with cause. So everything.
Well, these are people who work for him, for the governor.
All worked in those departments. Some worked directly for the government.
Got it.
Some worked directly for the government. That's so. What happened was, to keep their anonymity, there was another person within the Minneapolis government that gathered up those people and testified today in Congress. Right?
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, no, I have all the names. This
See,
is all."
that makes sense because I didn't think it like your state bureaucrats.
Yeah.
I mean, like most states, like here in this state, there's a bounty. If you actually find fraud as a state employee, you can get a slice of it.
Really?
Yeah. So
I don't think every state is like that, but I think there's.
Minnesota's apparently not.
There'd be some rich people.
Yeah, and so that came out today. This was the day after Tim retarded Walls decided not to run anymore.
Well,
And-
I mean, obviously we know why now.
yeah, but he was running his mouth today again about the shooting here. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But so that is crashing down right now, and it's also they're finding this in so many other states. They're finding it huge in Washington, Ohio.
They're going to find it in Illinois, I guarantee you.
Yeah. People already started talking about that.
So they're going to find it here. So
They will. I don't think it's tough for me to say. I mean, to be fair, it really does seem to chase certain communities around.
well, I'll tell you where they're going to find it here. They're going to find it with VA benefits here. So I guarantee it.
Can believe it.
So yeah,
Can believe it.
So,
So that nastiness all went down, and then the shooting happened. Right.
so what's the deal with the shooting? I saw a little bit of it, but it seemed pretty like cut and dried. Someone tried to run over a bunch of ICE agents, got popped.
All right. So this is going to be. I've seen all the sets of footage at this point. I saw them as they happen.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
So if you go to CNN,
Did they actually run over a guy?
they hit him.
Okay,
Right.
they didn't
No, this isn't like it's like, oh man, watch his guts pop out. No, they actually.
Okay, all right.
So there's this. Okay, so if you go to CNN, right, they're going to tell you that the person who did this was an observer. Okay, now
I think we know what that is.
here's the thing I can put on to you here is, all right, well, you can observe like right over there. So in 1917, I understand that the zoom on a camera was limited, but I think with like a Galaxy Note right now, you can see Jupiter. So if you just go to the sidewalk, you can observe right over there. So what happens is this dumb bitch, she decides to take her SUV and block traffic. She turns horizontally, right, to block ICE agents, right?
And like they were doing this in a neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I saw a couple of pictures. It was like, what? This isn't a Home Depot.
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
No, this is a residential street.
Yeah.
So what happens then is the agents are like, we got to get your ass out of here. They're going to pull her out. They're going to arrest her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like 3 or 4 dudes come to surround the vehicle,
Okay.
right? She then
These are ICE guys, not
ice
cops.
guys. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then what she does is she then floors it,
Yeah.
turns it right, okay? But there's an agent right in front of her car. She hits him,
So
okay?
the shooter.
And they're saying, like, oh, they shot her in the back while she was driving away. Actually, if you go to it, number one, CNN is showing the one from the side where you can't see the dude get bumped, right? And they're also showing the footage where she loses control of the car because she's got a hole in her face and drives into a light
He hit her in
post.
the face?
I think so.
Ugh.
I think so because this is not like a man. I'm bleeding out of my chest here. It's just like
One and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got her.
And so the thing is, they shot her in the back. Actually, if you look at it, the bullet hole is right there in the corner of the front windshield. There's no
the front windshield. It's not in the side.
Correct, not
Okay.
in the side, not in the rear. There was no shooting her as she got away, and they're saying that they shouldn't have shot somebody that was fleeing.
Dude, any cop would take that shot.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
But here's the thing: is so, of course, the normal group of retards have jumped out there and said, like, actually, no, I will prosecute this, right?
Go for it. Try.
That includes Ilhan Omar,
Oh, of course.
the vice governor, and of course, retard extraordinaire Tim Walz, who also went out there and said, like, look, I'm ready to call in the National Guard to get rid of these guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, who's giving orders now? So,
Yeah.
I very much so doubt that your National Guard is going to fire on the fucking ICE agents. Come on, man.
It seems unlikely. Because if you
it
do
is
that,
unlikely.
because I'm pretty sure at that point there's no dispute. Well, I don't know every T and period of the Insurrection Act, but I think I know it when I see it. And so if you call in the National Guard, I'm going to call in the actual fucking army.
They're not going to do that.
So, but anyway, so tonight what they actually have is these people are actually George Floyding this shit. There are people in Minneapolis, in Minnesota tonight that are holding vigils for this person that tried to actually hit a cop.
See, this makes way more sense, though, man. I mean, they're so far on the wrong side of the Maduro thing
Yeah.
that you got to climb onto something else, man, because that's just it's unsustainable, man. I mean, you've been watching them getting pretzel bendered on X for the last 4 fucking days.
Well, so there was
It's like, wait a minute, the guy that Joe Biden put a higher bounty on.
correct.
So,
And so many of the people running their mouths have receipts.
oh, well, that was it. It was like this. I saw so many of this used, like condemning, like, oppression in Venezuela like 6 years ago, and now it's like, oh my god, I can't believe we do this. This you? So it was absolutely unsustainable, man. So they got to glom onto something new.
It is absolutely embarrassing. And again, this you're not. The problem is, maybe this is a Minneapolis thing. I don't really know. I don't think it's the case. I think this is going to be another one of those 80-20 issues where I think a lot of people actually, we all, for the most part, we agree on illegal immigration, and we also agree, stop fucking with the people doing their jobs. You can go ahead and get out your camera, record them from the sidewalk.
Yeah,
every law enforcement person should be, watched at all times.
Well,
but
I'm sure they have body cams on too.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. But that's the other thing. I think there's a lot of people like, yeah, if you want to watch them, watch them. We're sick of this footage where you're out there blocking their cars and stuff. Like, no. This is not for you. Right?
Yeah.
And it was bad. It was bad. The rhetoric that was coming out today was just ridiculous. And again, man, they're going
to lose in the midterms if they keep it up, man.
They have no choice.
Yeah, they're going to lose in the midterms.
Keep getting on the wrong side of these stupid issues. You cannot. You cannot be pro Maduro.
I mean, you can.
Well,
if you're fucking communist, and like. You believe in collectivization and blah blah blah, and a little bit of oppression never hurt anybody. So I mean, but I mean, fine, okay. So if you're an actual like fucking card carrying communist, go for it. So if you're one of these people who have been bitching about like human rights for the last 10 fucking years,
right?
You can't turn around and defend that. Who caused a third of his country to flee? So, I mean, it's just unsustainable, man. And it's like, oh my God, they're stealing all the oil, blah. And it's like, yeah, and then they're going to give the money back. So it's like, come on, man. So it's just, yeah, they gotta find something, man. So but like an ICE agent, and doing their job at you know shooting somebody who's trying to run over a cop. This isn't exactly ideal either.
Not
for
right.
him.
Did the cop
Hit the cop.
The cop.
Got hit.
Hit the cop.
Yes.
So
Yes. And again, this is the same the logic of, oh, so he didn't move. He didn't see that the tires were turned fully to the right and get out of the way.
Don't drive the car.
I guarantee you they told her to stop and get out of the car.
Oh yeah.
That is a lawful order. If you disobey that order, you've got problems. So
Well, that's the thing, is they could have shot you before you tried to run them over.
it's probably better that they didn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to come to that,
yeah.
right? But basically,
You do have to give a lawful order before you can shoot someone.
well, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. But at the same
That's the
time,
whole submit thing.
right, comply.
Comply.
But on top of that, here the other component is, and this is something I didn't even consider, is the guys on the ground. They hear the engine going before the car moves, right?
Yeah.
When somebody gasses it, you can hear that they're going. You don't know that they're cranking the tires one way or another.
It's not
right?
that guy's fault.
No,
No.
you draw down on those people. You're looking at them. You're not looking at the fucking tires.
No, this is the same stupid shit where they're like, okay, well, you saw that he had a knife out. Why didn't you just shoot him in his leg? Like, oh, okay,
No cop
yeah.
is trained to do that.
You can't.
No, if you pull your gun, you're
Yeah,
supposed to use it. Yeah,
that's correct.
So yeah,
yeah. And it's basically it's like, okay, so
can't tase you through a windshield, unfortunately.
you cannot. No, that's correct. And again, that whole thing of like, okay, well, I saw that he had the knife out, and I saw that the knife was coming at me, but I didn't know for sure it would hit me until it hit me. So I had to let it hit me. And I didn't know it was going to kill me until it killed me. So, it wasn't the right time to actually draw my gun.
Ugh.
So yeah, that's Minneapolis. That is just the addition to the clusterfuck. The amount of scandal that just keeps pouring out of this open wound is ridiculous.
I haven't kept up with it, so I saw all the stuff about like nursing homes and stuff. I was like, "Yep, okay. I guess I don't need to read it." So I get the idea.
Yeah, and they're gonna find it all over this country, and that's when it comes
a lot
to
of freaking money.
well, and that's the thing is, it's going to the same places. That's the problem.
Right. It's not even
Well,
staying in
that's the thing
country.
that-
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that's really going to get somebody in trouble if they find out that it's showing up in like fucking Hezbollah's hands or something.
It's not just Hezbollah. This is not a wow. Both parties are benefiting from this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But if they can tie it back, there's like one group that's actually tied to Somalia.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it?
The helping hand stuff.
No. I'm talking about an actual terrorist cell.
Oh yeah, I don't
It's part
remember
of
the
ISIS
name.
or
It's
something. Isn't it like Boko Haram or something like that. I can't remember.
I know that name. I don't necessarily think it's Somali, but it could be.
Yeah.
Those are the people that like cut people up and ate them too.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
they sound bad. So-
Hey, dude. Listen. There are some places that it's not going to hurt my feelings if in 2026 they get colonized. All right, I'm just going to say it.
Colonized?
Yes.
We don't need to ship other people overseas. We don't need to colonize.
No,
nothing.
if say for example, a series of boats said like we want to leave the United States for religious freedom, and they said we're going to do this in Africa, and they decided to set up like distilleries or whatever it is
pass
that you
out
do.
blankets.
Yeah. And shit happens, I'm not gonna shed any tears over it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to do blankets first. I think you have, like, you struggle a few years and you have your first Thanksgiving,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
when things don't work out, right, you start saying it's like, all right, well, you can live here. It's sovereign.
Yeah. We're gonna draw you a little box. As long as you guys live in that box.
And it's not going to break my heart.
Nope.
No.
No. We're gonna bring like Gatling guns and stuff.
Because, I mean, there's a component, when I look at certain parts of the world at this point, and I'm just thinking, like, all right, so what what century was your last meaningful achievement? And you start saying, I was like, oh, okay, well, hmm, what is my favorite Middle Eastern car? Oh, wait, I have one of those.
I don't want anything to do with that part of the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's just
I wouldn't
like,
even send anybody over there.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, same thing with Africa. I think Trump's absolutely right on this one. You know, like even the Greenland thing now, I'm kind of turning around on.
Yeah, because I found out, I finally understand why he wants Venezuela and Greenland.
To fuck with Russia.
And,
Well, China.
yes.
But dude, I am not convinced if China were to roll up on Taiwan tomorrow, I don't think we'd fight for it.
I don't think we'd have to.
I don't think we would. So, you know, to be honest with you,
Pieces of it.
yeah, I don't think you would. It'd be like, wait a minute, like, let me get out the tape measure. Oh, that's all the way on the other side. Fuck that. It's like, this is here. I can see it from my house.
Yeah. They said that too. It's like, well, so do they need to put boots on the ground there in Venezuela? It's like, no, that's what the boats are for.
I know, yeah, you figured it out right away. Especially like, so I that's the thing that I've been tailgating is all those tankers bolted a couple days ago, and he just chased them all down.
Oh, you cannot. Where are you going?
Where you go? Where you going? We got a 300,000 ton empty tanker there, and we got a fucking destroyer. So it's like we don't even have to put it in first gear.
When you catch them too, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you not hear the lights and sirens?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So
these are the same fucking assholes that they've been thinking like, yeah, you guys have been fucking airstriking fishing boats still to this day.
right.
So it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. It's ridiculous, and thankfully, again, this all goes to
Cuba's next. You're going to start hearing about Cuba soon. You're going to start hearing about it soon.
Cuba's had it coming.
Well, okay, fine, but I mean, he's going to get Greenland first. So you know,
Well, again, this is so. There's two components that I gotta say. Again, there was a part of me that was like, why Venezuela? All right, why now? What's your issue? And yeah, when you get down to it, it's crap oil. But there's a lot of it.
and it's really good for making certain things. That's one thing that I did learn. So
And we can process it, but there's more of it than any other reserve on the planet.
yeah, it's huge. It's absolutely
Significantly.
monstrous. Yeah.
And minerals and stuff too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And the thing is, the actual infrastructure they have to get what they can now came from us.
Right. Yeah, we built it. Yeah.
Right? So the same people that were like, oh, we did it before. We got new stuff. Like, we can hire guys. It's cool. It's fine. So they're looking into that. And then the Greenland part was, okay, I get it. When you see your adversaries poking around at that area, and the population of Greenland, I found out
It's
is
30,000.
30,000 people.
Yeah.
That's it. That's less than Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
For what is on any map larger than any continent.
Yes, the non-proportionate map.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And if it turns out that your enemies are poking around this area that is 30 minutes away from you
Mhm.
via missile, yeah, you start saying like, you only did.
Yeah.
We're going to call this America Island, and that's just how this goes.
I actually don't think that he's going to take it over. So
Oh, no, that'd be stupid.
I don't think he's going to do that. I think what they're going to do is they're going to get some kind of deal out of it. That,
Correct, some
like
kind
we
of-
are the protectorate of it
Yeah.
now, or something
Yeah.
like that. So I've been watching all this stuff about Europeans fucking gyrating about like, oh my god, NATO's done and blah blah blah. It's like, well, if he came to you nicely and said, hey, can I have this? You would tell him no. And so he's not coming nicely.
Right. That's a good point. The last time he was there, he did. A friend of his came in there with the note that says, will you let us have Greenland, yes or no?
Yeah.
And they said no and said, oh, we were just joking.
No, we're not doing that this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
he's coming. He's like, well, you're going to rule out military forces. Like, no. They're like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, no.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, well, NATO's not going to approve this. Like, well, I'm 7/10 of it. So
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, so there's
It's
that.
funny, man. It's crazy.
It's like, okay, we'll tell you what. Why don't you guys try and do your fun universal health care when you pay for all this military?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that it's very odd. World politics,
It's gotten weird the last like 2 weeks. It's gotten really,
like
really
weirder than normal.
But see, it makes sense. So that's the thing. It's weird, but it like when you look at it, it's like, oh, I know what you're doing, man. You're just fucking with Russia because they don't want to talk to you. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of how you do this. Yeah.
Kind of. And one of the last places they were dealing with in terms of like oil and other stuff was Venezuela.
That's why Cuba's next. But I mean, the whole thing that's going on in Iran is bananas right now too. And you can't even get any news on it, man. You have to go dig for that shit. So, because everybody's like, about stuff that's like going on left and right. And I guarantee you, man, I mean, next couple of weeks, something fucking weird's going to happen there too. But then after that weirdness happens, it's like, oh, that makes sense.
It's just another week, dude.
It's another week.
It's another week where the craziest shit just happened. And you're like, oh my God. All right.
But it makes sense.
That's correct. Which is when you look at it in hindsight, you say like, oh, Nixon got kicked out for this? That's quaint.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
we must have been real prudes at that time.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. All right. Anyway, so
go Broncos.
Not this week.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We earned that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We get to watch the rest of them cannibalize themselves.
Well, so I'll put this to you then. All right. So obviously, you want the Broncos on that side. I know they've been talking about the Rams. Who do you want to see emerge out of the NFC? Either because they'll be a pushover team if they sneak on through, or because you like them.
I just think it's going to be
the Rams. Okay. All right.
I just think they're the best team.
Okay.
So yeah, probably.
The rest of them, Sam Darnold sucks. So he'll cost the Seahawks a game at some point.
Yeah, he will.
So even though they're the ones.
That was so mean.
In big games, the guy sucks.
You just call this like defeat inevitable because of who he is.
It's all because of him. And the rest of them, like, they're all good teams, but they're either broken because they're so beat up, or
they're frauds,
or they're the Eagles and they could just crash and burn any time. So the Bears are a year away, I think. So it's the Rams.
Okay. Well, good.
And then I don't know how the Super Bowl goes.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, Broncos don't win.
Well, I'm cheering for it. Yes, 100%.
Okay, I'll ask you one last question. If there is a secret, like of the AFC candidates that are in there right now, is there one team that makes you say like those guys could be trouble if we end up going against them?
Jacksonville. They already beat us.
Oh, well.
In our stadium.
But did you uncover their secrets?
No. We uncovered ours.
Yeah, they took our golden.
Yeah. So, go Buffalo. Beat the Jaguars.
Okay. All right.
So go Buffalo.
Go Buffalo.
All right.
That's a roundabout way.
I'm well.
I'm Jeff. Goodbye.